Good morning, guys. I hope we're all sparkly. It's Saturday morning. We've already been to the gym. We well and truly earned our reward. Now, I've said this before many times. We're physical beings in a world full of psychological stress. I have a stressful life dealing with you lot. I love every second, but it's taxing on the old noggin. So what do I need to do? Yes, I need to realize that I need to be physically active, even though my brain's telling me I'm tired. I'm so tired. Because whenever I'm physically active, I feel better. Always. You never regret a workout. Why? Because you're supposed to be active. Your testosterone is raging in the morning. Why? Because you are supposed to be physically active. You've rested. You've repaired from the day before to prepare for today. In lots of people's lives, the busiest day of the week is tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it today. Now is what matters. So we preach about mindfulness and meditation. I ain't got time for that. I like meditation on steroids. I like cold water dipping, cold water therapy, that sudden shock to the autonomic nervous system, that sympathetic. And how do you control the? Yes, you have to spark the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, relaxation, control part of your nervous system. Because your sympathetic nervous system's firing all the time. It's firing there to keep you alive. What should you do in a situation that's dangerous? Should you fight or should you flight? Yes, most animals will flight because they have to survive. Their ego doesn't give a shit. I'm out of here. Unless you're fighting for a honey, then sometimes you will fight, unless it is life or death. So 9 times out of 10, you will flight because it's in your best interests. Because humans don't understand their physiology, we fight. No, we don't necessarily fight physically, we fight psychologically. And because we're idiots, we don't fully comprehend the reactions that we have and the actions that we take, and we keep making them. We keep making the same mistakes because, yes, we're idiots. So we need a full appreciation of our physiology and use that to work in the modern world. So I'm going to say it again. Be physically active, earn your reward. Your brain may trick you into thinking it's tired. You're not tired. Get on with it. Earn your reward. When you've got low testosterone, one of the most prominent symptoms is fatigue, lack of energy, lack of motivation, drive. Fight it. Fight it. But when you've got pathological low testosterone, exercise, paradoxically, doesn't do you much good, because if you don't have the capacity to repair, that excess catabolic demand and output will drive you further down to despair. And crazily, disappointingly, low mood, anxiety, depersonalization are prominent features of low testosterone. Now, obviously, it's way more complex than that. But we need what in our lives? We need, yes, balance. We need to be able to appreciate contrast, anabolic versus catabolic. Do your very best to not need TRT. Look after your lifestyle, stress reduction, sleep hygiene, nutrition, and exercise in proportion. We get a disproportionate amount of Jiu-Jitsu guys at the clinic. Now, is it because they're self-aware, a bit like Terminator, or Is it because they drive themselves into low testosterone? Now, this may be a little bit controversial. It's not supposed to be. But what are you doing when you're practicing jiu-jitsu, when you're rolling? You are man against man. It is physical chess with a human being. It is obviously incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's humbling. It removes you of your ego. It means that you have to think because you're about to get choked out. So you're placing yourself into a fight or flight situation. Now we'll call this play because it is play unless you need to use it in the real world. Now, when do animals play normally? In childhood, adolescence, to prepare themselves for adulthood, to prepare themselves to survive. When they need those skills, they need to have honed those skills in childhood and adolescence in order to successfully hunt or successfully evade the predator. So when do we do it? Well, normally in our 40s or 50s when we've watched Joe Rogan. Now, that's not a reason not to do it, but it's a reason to do it sensibly. Okay, because what are you going to have to do in order to be a successful jiu-jitsu practitioner? Yes, you're going to have to look after yourself because you are placing yourself under massive stress. So you are placing yourself under a massive sympathetic drive, and you need to do what? You need to control that. You need to evade the choke. You need to evade the armbar. You need to evade all these horrible positions that are going to be very humbling and actually very good for the ego. But it is a fight or flight situation. And you are fighting, not flighting, unless you too easy, like McTapper. So yeah, what you are actually doing is, again, you could say counterproductive, because rather than flighting, you are fighting. But what are you going to use to combat that? Yes, this, an understanding of your physiology, an understanding of your nervous system, an understanding of that seesaw effect with your sympathetic nervous system on one side with cortisol and your parasympathetic nervous system on the other side, alongside the calming hormone, testosterone. Yes, calming hormone, not aggressive hormone, calming. How do most people feel on testosterone replacement therapy? Yeah, calm and confident, not aggressive. If you're aggressive, that's down to you. You're a twat. Sorry. Something else is going on. Deal with that. It's not your testosterone. If you are on a well-balanced TRT protocol, if you're on massively super physiological doses and you've got an erratic protocol causing peaks and troughs, that change in physiology will manifest as psychological symptoms. And what do we want to do? We want to be balanced, not have peaks and troughs. So, yes, he's going to say it one more time. Microdosing testosterone, cypionate, and HCG is the most effective way of achieving stable male androgen levels and mimicking physiology. Yes, the premise behind TRT. Not peaks and troughs, stability. That's all we're striving to achieve. Balance, harmony, to do what? Yes, earn your reward. One more time. Earn your reward. You can still see that glass as half empty if you've got normal testosterone. It's up to you to see the glass as half full. Work on what? Stress reduction, sleep hygiene, nutrition, exercise. Rinse and repeat one more time. Earn your reward.